The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SoFi Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So before we begin the analysis, this viewer asked 3 questions. The first one is, when is SoFi going to do the next earnings report? Well, it's not confirmed, but it is estimated to be Monday, May 1st of this year, and this will be for Q1 before market open. The next question was, when is the SoFi student loan forgiveness moratorium going to end? Well, I did a little bit of research on that. I don't know exactly the date it will end, but it looks like it started back in March 2020 due to that crisis that occurred across the world. The student loans were paused, and that affected SoFi's business, because I believe that's pretty much the core business of giving out loans and stuff like that. So since you don't have to repay it, then they're suffering because that's how they were making most of their money. So it looks like it was extended. I mean, last time I heard, over 8 times, so maybe it was 8 times it was extended. So saying when it's going to end, it's almost futile, because if you extend it 8 times, it can be extended maybe a couple more times, maybe 6 more times. I mean, who knows? But it looks like this year it is being escalated to the Supreme Court. So maybe then we'll have a final decision. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not even an investor, but it looks like probably then there will be a final decision if it's going to be canceled or extended again. So I think we're gonna have to just wait for that Supreme Court decision for that student loan forgiveness. So I'll be looking out for that court date, or for them to decide. And then the last question was, the saying "sell in May and go away," could that potentially pull this stock down? Well, I did a little bit of research on that too. So sell in May and go away is not really necessarily like the market's gonna drop. It's basically the market tends to slump during the spring and summertime, because that's when the hedge funds, the big traders, institutions, they kind of go away on the vacations because the kids are out of school. Most people take their vacations during the summertime because of the weather, and most people are off of school or whatnot. So sell in May, go away. Will this bring SoFi stock down? Potentially not. Let's just take a look at the last May, from May to November, May to October. It was very volatile. You can see that prices were here in May. Prices went up a lot, down a lot, up and down a lot. It didn't really, it did go down obviously towards the end, but it did pick back up. So we're going to see the same type of pattern again. Most likely it's probably just going to continue what we have been doing, staying inside this range of $8 support and right around this $5 support. So probably going to see that 3-point range for the rest of the year, possibly, until we see something crazy. But that would be the most likely scenario to play out. But there is such thing as the summer chop. Some people may sell it. Some people say sell in May, go away. I say the summer chop, because that's when the market tends to slow down, and that's when the volatility just dries up. So we were kind of already seeing that right now. So it's not even summertime. So we'll have to wait and see. But as right now, I don't think it's gonna drop based on stuff like that. I have to see the chart and the price, and if it's trending. But just based on the past, it was very volatile, and it didn't really care what time of the month it was. It still went up. So based on where the price is relative to the chart, it will tell me if it wants to go up or not the dates of the months, or the months. So that's all I have for SoFi regarding those questions. Now we can look at the chart. So here's the daily chart for SoFi Technologies. And if you look really closely, since this red bar up until today's price action, that is 15 trading days of sideways trading. So this is a miniature range that prices are stuck inside of, and I'll go over the reason why price is doing this. First, I want to go over the macro structure, which is still this very large ranging pattern. $8 resistance. $8 round number is a psychological number, so it's acting as resistance too. And if you pull this range down, it looks like it fits pretty good right here. But since we just got a bounce from right over here in March, I'm just going to move it up, and this would probably be the lows of the range for now. If we break it, then I could drag it a little bit lower to the 483, but right now I'm going to leave it right around the 520 level. So this looks like the lows of the range. So we have a little green range that prices are currently trapped inside of, and we have this macro yellow range that prices is also trapped inside of. So what happened in the past was that the sellers dropped down the price. They try to break outside of this range once. All this was their first attempt, and then the buyers bid up the price. Sellers tried one more time, because usually the market moves in twos, and then buyers bid up the price. If we got rejected from the lows of the range and did this, then we probably could have went a lot lower, and then the bulls would have been trapped. But it looks like the sellers were trapped because they were unsuccessful in staying outside of this range, and then the buyers bid up the price. Sellers tried 2 times to break outside, like I just drew on the chart. Once buyers saw that they were failing, they bid up the price, and they trapped them completely. So basically, the bulls made one large move up right over here. I said this was overextended. We're probably going to come back down to the lower side of the range. That's exactly what occurred. Prices did that in the form of 2 legs because the market moves in twos. This was the first attempt to reach the opposite side. Prices got a small little bounce, and this was the second attempt. And you can see right after the second attempt, right near this measure move target, that's where we got the bounce. And ever since then, we kind of just been trading sideways. And also, price was formerly or previously inside of this downward channel right over here. And what it did was it had an overshoot. So it overshot the channel on the support side. It just made a climactic end to its second leg. And then ever since then, we've just been like crawling or slowly grinding up. So traders are just not sure of what's going to happen now. Since prices were at the lower side of the range, traders were looking for the top side. And however, sellers were waiting for it to sell right over here, but they weren't going to do it because we had this overshoot. So it's basically just a lot of indecision. That's why we're seeing this sideways trading for about 15 trading days already. So there's a good chance that probably continues on until the earnings report. Usually you'll probably see this choppiness and the market slowing down until that earnings report. So maybe this will be the catalyst that will send prices in a large move up or down. We'll have to wait and see, but as right now, prices are just stuck inside this range. We hit the bottom, so it's more likely we go up. So we had a huge pump up, a 2-legged move down. So if this is the bottom right here, then we can see another move up to the 913. Then price would have to break the highs of the range. We'll have to wait and see if they can do that first. But right now, it's more likely we probably go up than down. Once we see probably a short trap here, if we do something like this, a breakout, and we fail to go back inside this range, we find support at the top, then that's very bullish, and that will be what traders want to see to enter this move higher. If prices just break out and we come back in, or the breakout is small, then we're probably going to continue towards the bottom side of the range, maybe to retest it for a double bottom or break it. So it just depends on type of the move higher that we're going to get. Probably going to get a move higher. If we get a move lower, then obviously this is probably invalidated and we got to look at something else. But just based on probability, we had a huge run up, we had a 2-legged pullback, we hit the bottom side of the range after a huge collapse. So it's more likely prices are going to go up than down. So I'll be looking for longs, not shorts, because of what just occurred on the price chart. But again, nothing is guaranteed. Everything is just an attempt in the market. We have to just look at what the price is doing and then go with it. So even though, let's just say if I was trading this chart and I was looking for longs, If it sets up as a short, then I probably got to just go short. So the traders don't really care if the market goes up or down. They just want it to move. So, it just depends on what the market wants to do at the end of the day. So that's all I have for SoFi on the daily. It's not doing much since late March of this year. We're still stuck inside of this 3-point range since pretty much May of last year. So again, it's not really doing anything for about a year now. Now here's the weekly. Here's the weekly chart for SoFi Technologies, and again, I can draw out this range right here. Looks like we're finding a lot of support at that $5 level and a lot of resistance at that $8 level. I'm going to drag this down. So it looks like I said before, it's more likely we go up than down because sellers, or actually the support was right over here. Yeah, like I mentioned before, since we bounced out here early, the support is probably here. Yeah, right around this 520 level. So sellers tried to break out once, failed. They tried to break out twice, and they failed. Massive move higher for the bulls. More likely we get another impulse higher in the coming months, then drop down lower. This will take price into the 925. But we'll have to wait and see. But as right now, this is probably going to be the pattern that SoFi continues to trade in, this sideways price action. What would make me really bullish about this stock is we get back above this $8 level, we break it, and we find support, meaning we don't go back below it. Sellers are unable to bring prices back inside this range. That would be the signal for the bulls to continue bidding up the price, and the next level it would probably want to reach is this breakout point at the $14 level. This was the previous breakout, and prices probably wouldn't come back to that if we can successfully get out of that $8 level. Then from there, this was a previous range right here. So if we get back above this 14 level, then maybe we can reach the highs of this range at the 25 level. But again, this would probably take maybe a couple of years to play out. But as right now, SoFi is probably near its bottoming area, because after this huge move down, it's just kind of consolidating at the low. So this is probably the area where the bottom is. I don't think it's going to go to $2-3, but again, nothing's guaranteed. We'll have to wait and see if the trend picks up or not. But it looks like the downtrend was complete. Now it's another type of pattern in play, which is this range. Since we just hit the lows, it's more likely we go up to the highs, but it's not guaranteed. I want to see shorts get trapped, and they will get trapped if we see a move up and a couple attempts down that fails for prices to continue higher. So that would be the setup for prices to continue higher. If that doesn't occur, then we're probably just going to retest these lows, and hopefully it doesn't break. If it breaks, we're going to go back down to retest the 430 level. So that's how I'm looking at SoFi Technologies, and that's all I have for this stock. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel. Since you might be surprised what you can learn, leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.